Hey everyone! Today's summary is The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine, a twisty psychological thriller. Spoiler alert, major plot points revealed. If you haven't read it yet, you might want to read the book first. Link to purchase is in the description. Amber Patterson had it all planned. She now had her next target, Daphne Parrish. Amber was going to take over her life and make Daphne's husband fall in love with her. Daphne had it all. Money, friends, and a handsome, generous husband, Jackson Parrish. To get closer to Daphne, Amber pretended to have a sister who also had cystic fibrosis, just like Daphne. Amber and Daphne accidentally met at the gym, discovered they both had lost sisters to CF, and before long, Amber was being invited to Daphne's home to be part of Julie's Smile, a foundation that helps those with CF. Daphne felt a connection with Amber since she truly understood what she had been through. She kept inviting Amber to their home and family events, which Amber really liked because it brought her closer to her plan. Amber lied about being fired, so Daphne helped her get a job at Jackson's company. Amber ended up working closely with Jackson every day as his assistant. Daphne also offered Amber to stay at their city apartment one night, but just in time, Jackson was there. They were both surprised. But it turned out to be a great opportunity for Amber. She was able to seduce Jackson, and they slept together for the first time that night. Jackson and Amber continued seeing each other. Since Amber was his assistant, they had plenty of reasons to spend long hours together. They even went to Paris and stayed at the apartment for a couple of nights. Daphne confided in Amber that she felt something was off about Jackson, like he might be cheating on her. Amber assured her she was keeping an eye on him, and so far, he had only been very busy with work. That comforted Daphne. To fully take over Daphne's life, Amber knew exactly what she needed to do. She had to give Jackson a son. That was what he wanted all along. And so far, Daphne had only given him 2 daughters. When Amber got pregnant, she told Jackson they were having a son, even though she wasn't yet sure about the gender. Amber had now gained the leverage to pressure Jackson into leaving Daphne. He assured her it would happen soon, and Amber thought she had won. Little did Amber know, Daphne was aware of everything and was using Amber to escape Jackson. Daphne genuinely thought Amber was her friend, until her friend Meredith informed her that Amber Patterson had been missing for 4 years. Amber tearfully explained that she was hiding from her father, who had sexually abused her. Daphne pretended to believe her, but secretly she hired a private investigator. Daphne found out that Amber's real name was Lana Crump, and that she was a fugitive. Lana had once tried to ruin a family by accusing a man of raping her when he didn't agree to her demands. That man was beaten up in prison and is now wheelchair-bound. Amber's own mother read her diary, discovered the rape claim was false, and reported her to the police. After that, Amber disappeared and took on a new identity to hide. She also has a son whom she left behind. Instead of turning Amber in, Daphne realized she could use her as a way to escape. The truth was, Daphne's married life was far from perfect. She was actually being abused by Jackson, both emotionally and physically. He controlled everything, from what she ate, her weight, her clothes, to how she spent her time. Whenever she did something wrong or refused Jackson's sexual demands, he either blackmailed her or held a gun to her head. She had tried escaping before, but with Jackson's powerful connections, she only ended up locked in a psychiatric institution. It also became clear to Daphne that Amber was trying to seduce Jackson, so she decided to help her. From dropping hints about how he fell in love with her, to inviting Amber to family events, making sure Amber looked better than her by gaining a few extra pounds herself, and even setting up the two of them to accidentally meet at the apartment. In the end, Daphne got what she wanted, and Amber thought she had achieved her dream. Jackson divorced Daphne and married Amber. Daphne returned to her mother's home with her 2 daughters and told her everything. She also confronted Jackson, this time blackmailing him. She revealed Amber's true identity, and Jackson was shocked. Daphne gave him papers to sign, forcing him to give up his parental rights in exchange for not turning Amber in to the police. Jackson agreed, and Daphne bought a house in California. Amber finally discovered who the real Jackson was after her true identity was revealed, and he terrified her. She tried to fight back, but Jackson was stronger, more violent, and armed with a gun. Now Amber was living the life Daphne had desperately wanted to escape. After settling in California, Daphne had to return one last time to see Jackson. She witnessed his arrest. He had multiple offshore accounts he hadn't paid taxes on. This was uncovered with the help of his new assistant, Douglas, whose sister with CF was supported by Daphne. Jackson was arrested, and Daphne then confronted Amber. Amber was stunned that Daphne knew about her. She begged for help to escape Jackson, claiming they were friends after all. When Daphne refused, Amber reverted to her usual selfish self, showing she never truly cared about Daphne. Later, Daphne revealed that Amber was about to lose everything now that Jackson was arrested. And finally, all was well for Daphne. That's it for The Last Mrs. Parrish. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, grab the book from the link in my bio and don't forget to subscribe for more summaries. See you next time.